Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. My name's Amber and make sure to subscribe because I will be doing more story times. So this is my first story time and the main reason why I'm doing it is because I don't really understand what happened. So I want you guys to comment down below and let me know what you guys think because I'm like mind blown. Like I don't know what could have happened here. So if you would, leave a comment, let me know what you guys think. Also, like I said, I'll be doing more story times. I have paranormal story times that may or may not be related. I want to know what you guys think. So when I get those stories out, it would be nice if you guys were subscribed so you can tell me what you think. If you think it was paranormal or a glitch in the Matrix or something like that. Because when I did research, that's what was coming up was glitch in a Matrix. But we'll get to that here in a minute. Okay, so let's get into the story. So this happened 4 days ago, and my fiance was out running errands, and I was home alone with our two kiddos. No big deal, it's just a regular schmegular day. I'm doing the dishes, and I'm all wet and soapy, and wouldn't you know it, my daughter dumps a huge, ginormous bag of M&Ms. And if you know how M&Ms are, they get in every little nook and cranny, like every little corner, crack, crease, like they're just everywhere. So here I am, all soaping wet, and I need to start picking up these M&Ms. So I'm on my hands and knees, getting them from every little crack I can, and putting them in a pile so that I can sweep them up and throw them in the trash. Meanwhile, while I'm picking up these M&Ms, my phone, my house phone, starts ringing off the hook. Like, someone keeps calling me and keeps calling me. And I'm like, you know what, whatever, my hands are full right now, I'll get back to them. Like, you know, my caller ID will pick it up, you know, I'll be able to see who called and I can call them back. If not, they can leave a message, no big deal, right? So I get them all in a pile. And I pick up the phone to see who called in case it was an emergency because they were calling nonstop. I thought it was going to be like the same person calling again and again trying to get a hold of me. Well, it ended up being my grandma, my dad, and my fiance. So I saw there was a voice message. So this is where things get weird. But I don't know it yet. I don't know that they're weird yet. To me, it's just normal. So I call my voicemail and I'm listening to the message. A thing about my voicemail is it will say message from blah 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 and it says their phone number and it says my grandma's phone number and then I hear my grandma's voice. So I'm listening to her message and literally like partway through I hear my fiance's voice and I'm like hello, and I'm like really weirded out, and we have this conversation and in my head like I didn't even tell him that like it's weird that I got randomly connected to your phone call because I was in the middle of listening to voice messages, and normally when you take the other call you have to hit a button to go to the next line, but it automatically connected me. So I'm like, okay, whatever, you know, we talk and that's that. And when I was on the phone with him, I explained to him all about tampons, took him all through what different sizes and brands and all that. And I told him what size and brand to pick me up because I needed some tampons. So I hang up and it's fine. Like, I didn't listen to the whole message. Obviously, I got cut off and I didn't even think to call back and listen to the whole thing. I go back to doing what I'm doing and getting dinner ready and stuff. And this is where I find out that the day turned into a really weird day. So my fiance comes home and he brings in some bags. And I'm looking in the bags and like putting stuff away and I'm like, hey, like where are those tampons that I asked for? And he's like, what are you talking about? And I'm like, you know, when you called me and we had a conversation and I told you all about tampons and like what kind I wanted, and he was like, no, like he looked at me like I was crazy. And I'm like, no, we talked. And he was like, no, we didn't, Amber. I called the house one time and you didn't answer or call me back. And I'm like, yeah, but okay. So I just drop it because I'm already looking pretty crazy, right? So I get his cell phone and I look in the call log and he was right. He only called me one time and I didn't answer. So it hits me, it dawns on me later in the night that, hey, you know what? I never did finish listening to that message my grandma left me. So I call the voicemail and I listen to the message, and it goes through my grandma's phone number, that it's from her, and says her phone number, and then starts her message. Partway through her message, I hear my fiance's voice on the voicemail. And our voicemail had recorded that conversation that never happened, and it recorded his whole half of it. So when I would talk, it was just silence. But I heard his end of the conversation, the end that supposedly never happened, you know? And I put it on speaker and let him hear it, and we were pretty spooked. You know, it's freaky, you know? For me, like, I thought this whole time it was normal, but then once he got home, I noticed, and, like, now listening to it, like, no, it really did happen. Like, I'm not crazy, so I didn't imagine that whole conversation. So it was like proof, you know? In one way, it's like, yes, I'm not crazy, but then in another way, it's like, well, then what happened? Like, why? You know what I mean? Like, you know, like, it's creepy. Like, what could have possibly happened where in my reality we had this conversation and in his reality we didn't? Like, it's freaky. So I started doing some research on the internet, and glitch in the matrix was a pretty popular thing that was popping up, which I don't know. If you just comment down below, let me know what you think, because I feel like this whole thing is just crazy. So another thing to know is that we have had paranormal stuff happen here, but honestly it's died down quite a bit. So I don't know what to think, because with how our paranormal stuff goes around here is like things get extreme and then they calm down, and then they get extreme and then calm down. So I don't know, maybe this is part of like the extreme, like another extreme thing. I don't know what to think. I honestly don't. I don't have a good explanation for what could have happened to where, you know, he didn't have this conversation, but I did. Like, I don't know, did a demon call me and I talked to a demon that was pretending to be my, like, fiance? Like, I don't know. So let me know what you think. So I don't know, like, glitch in the matrix, I don't know if it would mean like my fiance glitched to a different dimension where he didn't talk to me, but we actually did in a different dimension, but I didn't glitch with him. But I don't know. I don't really have an explanation. That's why I'm making this video. I want you guys to let me know what you think. I know there's no way that my fiance would just totally forget having a whole conversation with me, let alone have it not be in his call log. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is really trippy. So again, subscribe so you can see my other videos, because I will be doing paranormal story time. I'm not quite sure what all my channel is going to be, but I have quite a few ideas. I know I want to do stories. I love listening to other people's stories here on YouTube, so I thought, why not do my own? You know, I have some good stories to tell, not even just paranormal, but if that interests you, I will be doing some paranormal. So make sure you subscribe and stick around so you can see, and definitely let me know what you think. Keep an eye out for my paranormal videos. I'll be doing them soon, so that way you can get the whole story to kind of let me know what you guys really think. But until then, let me know what you think for the time being.